In the village of Ubanga, life was peaceful. The people lived close to the land, growing crops and raising animals. Okeke, a strong and skilled man, was known for his expertise in pounding yam, a dish loved by everyone. He was a kind man, always helping his neighbors. His daughter, Hilda, was his greatest joy. Though Hilda was young, she already knew the ways of the village. She helped her father in the kitchen every day, learning the art of pounding yam from him. The village was small, and everyone knew each other. They lived in harmony, and the sound of laughter and busy chatter filled the air. Okeke and Hilda were admired by all, and their bond was unbreakable. One bright afternoon, while Okeke and Hilda were preparing the yam, an elder from the village came to their home. His name was Chief Namdi, and he was an old man with deep wisdom. He had come with troubling news. Okeke, he began, the village is in danger. The spirits have sent us a message. There is a prophecy that says only the father of the village can stop the coming drought. But to do so, he must pound his daughter in the mortar as he would pound yam. Okeke stared at the elder in disbelief. "What do you mean?" he asked, his voice trembling. "I can never harm my daughter." "I understand," Chief Namdi said. "But the spirits have spoken. Only through this will we save the village. The drought is coming, and it will destroy everything. You must do as the prophecy says." Hilda, who was listening quietly, felt her heart race. She trusted her father, but the idea of him hurting her was frightening. Yet, she saw the seriousness in the elder's eyes and knew that the village's survival depended on what Okeke decided. That night, Okeke couldn't sleep. He walked alone under the stars, thinking of his daughter and the village he loved. His heart was torn between the prophecy and his love for Hilda. He knew the villagers depended on him, but he couldn't imagine hurting his own flesh and blood. Finally, he stopped and knelt down, praying for guidance. After hours of thought and prayer, Okeke made a decision. He would follow the prophecy, but he would find a way to protect Hilda. When he returned home, he found Hilda sitting by the fire, waiting for him. She was worried, but she trusted her father more than anything. "Father," she asked softly, "will you hurt me?" "No, my daughter," Okeke replied, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I promise I will not harm you. I have a plan." The next morning, Okeke went to the village's herbalist, a wise woman named Neka. He explained the prophecy and his plan to deceive the villagers. Neka, understanding the gravity of the situation, agreed to help him. Together, they gathered yams, herbs, and cloth. Neka prepared a special mixture that looked like Hilda. It would fool anyone into believing it was her. The cloth was made to resemble Hilda's skin, and the herbs gave the mixture a lifelike texture. Okeke then prepared a large mortar and pestle, the very ones he used for pounding yam. He explained to Hilda what they were going to do. "You will stay hidden, my child, and I will do the rest. No one will know the truth, but the prophecy will be fulfilled." The day of the ritual arrived. The villagers gathered in the square, anxious and uncertain. Okeke and Hilda stood in front of them, with the large mortar ready. The air was heavy with tension as Chief Namdi stepped forward. "Okeke, it is time," the elder said. Okeke nodded, his heart heavy. He took the pestle and began to pound the mixture that resembled Hilda. As he pounded, he chanted loudly, following the ritual. The villagers watched in silence, believing that the prophecy was unfolding as it should. Hilda watched from behind a nearby tree, her heart pounding. She could hear the thudding sound of the pestle hitting the mortar, and it made her stomach turn. But she trusted her father and knew he would not harm her. After what felt like hours, the ritual was over. Okeke stopped pounding and looked up at the villagers. He raised the mixture from the mortar, holding it high for everyone to see. "This is my daughter," he announced loudly. The villagers gasped, unsure of what to believe. But then, Okeke called Hilda from her hiding spot. She stepped forward, unharmed, and stood beside her father. "See, my daughter is alive and well," Okeke said, smiling. The prophecy was fulfilled, but no harm has come to her. The villagers were stunned. They had believed the prophecy required Okeke to hurt his daughter, but here she was, safe and sound. They cheered, and the rain began to fall, as if the gods had smiled upon the village. The village rejoiced as the drought ended, and the land became fertile again. Okeke and Hilda were celebrated as heroes. The villagers marveled at Okeke's wisdom and love for his daughter. In the days that followed, people came to Okeke for advice. He had shown them that even in the most difficult situations, love, cleverness, and wisdom could bring about the right solution.